What is your problem?
My problem is that anytime I call people, I like to prank them. I like to gula hanwayo. It's not a good thing. Please pray for me.
What is your name?
My name is Temple. Temple, ma.
Temple.
Yes, ma.
Who give you my number? Who give you my number?
Reverend Monday gave me your number.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'll do so.
Will you pray for me now or later?
I will pray for you. I will pray for you. Only ask God for forgiveness.
Okay.
I will never go back to that thing again. Then shift to your new place. If you ask God for forgiveness, and if you leave everything, just surrender, give your life to Christ, then everything will be okay. Then shift.
I will
God
just
bless you.
Thank you very much.
Shift.
Madam,
Shift.
I want you
Shift.
to, tell you that God will bless you for me.
Amen.
You're
And
such,
you too.
you're such
and
a
your
nice
family.
person. But, because of that thing that you have told me now that God should forgive me and I should have forgiven me, I want to ask you for forgiveness first. I told you that I like to call people and prank them. That's a problem for me. It's like I've pranked you. It's like I have also committed that sin again. Your life on radio on Flo 94.9 FM. Happy birthday to you.
Amen. And long life to the redemption house.
Amen.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Amen.
Reverend Monday
Amen.
asked me to call you, Reverend Monday of Redemption House International. He says I should say happy birthday to you. He's wishing
Thank you, my
God's grace and
Reverend.
blessings.
Chief. Remain blessed.
I've learned to
Three
you
votes are for you.
Oh no. So, don't talk about. Happy birthday to
Thank
you,
you, sir.
Evangelist.
Thank you, my dear.
All right, have a
Reverend
wonderful.
and Bishop. Thank you, sir.
All
God
right.
bless you, sir. God bless you for me. You are always lifted up.
Amen. Sometimes when we deal with evangelist and pastor missus, you have to be careful. Anyway, it seems like it's one thing I don't think I'll ever get to stop doing. Putting a smile on your face. It's the birthday call right here on Flo 94.9 FM. Voice on the radio holding its way. Keeping the lockdown right here. What can we do now? We did not did anything. Where were we when we were here? Forget it. All right, still got some more numbers to call. Just do well to do that. So who do I go to call first? All right, let's see if we can get this one through. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, God bless you.
Am I speaking with Professor Yemi Opeyemi?
Exactly. You are the right person.
Sir, I was told that I can prank you. I wanted to go like you, but you get one woman where I just call, we be woman of God, we just tell me, say, make I just ask God for forgiveness. Man, no just go like you. So I could go straight to the point, tell you the matter, we carry me come your domot. You agree?
Go ahead. Let me hear you.
Well, I hear say you be pastor of God's ministry, the great army of God ministry. Say now God anoints you.
Yes, sir.
But the matter now where I carry come your domot, say person they pray for you. You get one prayer where person they pray for you. Some again.
Okay, go ahead.
Said I should tell you that God will give you more anointing and more wisdom in all you're doing. Security, divine security. That God will grant you all your heart desire. And finally, the person say, make I wish you happy birthday.
Amen. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Your life on radio, Flo 94.9 FM, right here and over here. Neka, send me this message. Next, I wish you happy birthday. Say you be happy.
Thank you very much.
Wishing you many more fulfilling years ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you very much.
So this is why they call me Sa. It's more, I hope they don't call me Sasu.
No, you're not the stars. Yes, sir.
Thanking you. Happy birthday. You're welcome, sir.
I would like to meet you too. Thank you very much.
So bad, I have tension for your presence. Happy birthday. All right, so now, man of God, woman of God, I don't do a 1-1. Make we see whether we will go back to where we started from the beginning of the video. But before we do that, get some kind drink water drop cup matter we won't do. Would you come?
You've asked for more. You've got more. Fill up your cup and Vita's got it all. You got it. More, even more. Newly improved, better tasting Bonvita. More vitality, more energy, more yummy, more creamy. Never tasted better.
Grab the newly improved Bonvita. It's never tasted better.
Make you paint your house with Cyclops. The beauty go last year because Cyclops paint. Now the better choice. Cyclops paint for quality.
There you are. Cyclops paints are in superior quality. Destination and the germinate of quality paints. Have you used the latest Cyclops satin trend paint? My Jova Magadam. Trend should, in case it are dirty, just use soap and water to wipe. The original beautiful will appear afresh. Our Sac Flash car paint, plus including other Cyclops paints. Cyclops paints have won numerosity of national and international awards. Cyclops Sactex, acrylic emulsion, satin trend, matte shelled, gloss, red oxide primer, industrial marine coating, Sacflex auto coat, auto varnish, bright aluminium, and premium emulsion are all the backbone of quality in the world market of paints. Go for Cyclops satin trend and any Cyclops paint today.
Cyclops paint for quality.
Now, Cyclops Industries Nigeria Limited is someone on this message.
If you're always on the go like me, I'm sure you'd love to have the perfect bag. That one bag that you can fit all your things in. Pure bliss, right? Pretty much like my extra value plan. But before I got on MTN Extra Value, I had one plan for my calls, another for data, and then another for when I travel abroad. Trying to remember what code worked for each package was so stressful and overwhelming. But now, thanks to my Extra Value all-in-one plan, at the same cost of data, I get all the data and talk time I need. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. Amazing, right?
MTN Extra Value is the compact plan made just for you. For just 2,000 Naira, you get 2.5 gigabyte at 2,500 Naira talk time you can use at home or abroad. So, more of data or calls, whichever one you prefer, MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Happy birthday to you, but are you sure if the date is true?
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Birthdays are filled with happiness, no doubt.
It can be hard to find the perfect birthday wish for that special someone.
To wish that special someone, make the next birthday wish custom made. To make that special someone either roll over laughing or have that warm tearjerker.
Send an SMS with the person's name and phone number
along with your name and wish
to 0906-510-8289.
Or simply stop by our office at 7B Factory Road, Umuahia. Say happy birthday in few words that no one will forget.
On Flow 94.9
FFF.
Killer. It's Kelpie Vibes.
Down so cute, I'm gonna down so cute. And my people that go down so cute. Boss man, you go down so cute. When the bed do they enter body, all the them go shake their body. Go shake their body. Oluwabana mukbona belly. The mukbona belly. You know the money you take up police. Me I dey love you, Ghana.
All right, 22 minutes after the hour of 9. Bonobo got me going like.
Can say I take grace and no number. But I go spray you the money on your mouth.
See.
You supposed to know, say me not be newcomer.
All right, Flow 94.9 FM's birthday call. Every 9 o'clock, Mondays through Fridays. TC Barrahood in his way on this one. Hey.
On top body, all the girl them go shake their body. They go shake their body.
One time. All right, we got some persons who were supposed to call and put a smile on their face. However, I'm saying happy birthday to Dr. C. Fine. Dr. C. Fine Okoronkwo. Abi Okorochukwu. Is it Okoronkwo Okorochukwu? Choose one, sir. Happy birthday, Blessing Ella Ima Dikachi James Onyekwere. A fine Sunday. Are you actually 48 years old? A fine Sunday na BCA. Oyoma na Labor. Struggle continues. Happy birthday to you, Onyemaya Guadalamia. I'm Kiliana Flu 94.9 FM. All right, so over to what we have to do. I mean, like putting smile on people's face. We do that with some plum. We do it with some plum. Plum. Plum is the name measure here. Go plum and racha. Either way, we do it with some plum. Didi. I got you. They don't know.
You take up police. They love you, gone.
All right, let's find out if this number is going to ring right about now. Look forward to the live debate, the Catholic debate, which is happening at exactly 10:30. Abia today is going to come forward till about 9:30. So it means we have 6 minutes left on the show. We may not be able to take the summits today. Oh, this girl not a great picker call. All right, let's see if we can get to do this together. Onwubere. Oh, here I'll give you the Onwubere. Obela. All right, Ezinne is not taking a call. I'm sure Adana is listening to hear the prank. You don't see him now. The message. Tell her that we have tried to call her and that is not happening. But you said we should tell her that you guys have come a long way and you've been amazing friends and you're wishing her more fruitful years ahead and that you love her. But unfortunately, Ezinne is not taking a call. We'll move on to seeing if we can get across to another celebrant on the phone. All right, it's not taking that one. Let's see if we can squeeze in some calls very, very quickly. Oh, that was Dr. Mrs. Margaret Ungu. I tried to call her earlier on. She's not taking. I wonder how busy people are this morning. Well, it's a Monday. You cannot expect anything. Let's get out there, go hustle. No food for lazy man. See, that's what they say. No free thing even in Freetown. I mean, no free lunch in Freetown. So either way, you got to get the hustle on. We move on to some other person.
Hello.
Elder Mama. Ndewo. Biko, am I speaking with Mrs. or Elder Nwobiala? Mrs. Hey. Is you that is the President General of Isiama Afaruku Women Development Union?
Yeah.
Okay, I have some questions for you. Madam, I am actually calling from a newspaper publishing house. I'd like to find out what your development union has done for people of Afara.
We have done a lot.
Okay.
Number one.
Mm. Okay.
But now, we're going to organize them together as one body.
Chai.
Secondly, they do the artistic job
Yeah.
in the bank.
It did too much. It did too much. Mama, I will tell you now that it did too much. Your life on radio, Flow 94.9 FM. Happy birthday to you. How are you, Naria? Elder Moses in Wabiala say I should call you. He said, I am wishing you long life, prosperity, and more strength to continue to lead the women of Isiama Faruku. Continue. Come on, be going. Bialawa.
Thank you, and God bless you.
You're welcome, and God bless you. All right, one last call, because I see the beat now. Abia today don't set. Don't enter for Ihonu. I mean, Papa no Nihon. He's in Ihonu. Translate that anyhow. All right, let's do this very quickly, back to back. All right, it'd be like, say, Chinoyelo Madugu will celebrate her birthday on 19th. Not on the picking call. That's 2 days ago. Timothy Bechuku don't tell us, say, make we call him. I wish him happy birthday. Because Mount Chinoyelo Madugu Chukukwa. Gadulamia. Gadu Nankeha Wadulamia. Gadu and Wadu. Ogadu Guadu. Ogadungu. We had that one day. Anyway, he says, my business partner, friend, and baby, I just want to say thank you for the few years of happiness. I pray the happiness will never cease in your life. Your dreams and vision will keep you mourning until you get there. You are blessed beyond measures. More graceful years ahead. So if you know Chinoyelu, please tell her for me. Me, I come and be going. I come and be coming back in 2 minutes. Please do not go anywhere. I'll be here today on the flip side, right here on Flo 94.9 FM.
In a world where not all radio stations are equal, one stands above the rest.
We bring the right flow to God's own state.
94.9 FM.
You're in a flow state of mind on Flow 94.9.
Sing it like ooh, if you want to.
It's the flow of God's state. Up in the great city of Umaya. How do you live your day without listening to the reading of Flow 94.9?
all radio stations are equal. One stands above the rest.
We bring the right flow to God's own state.
94.9 FM.
Abia Speaks.
Economic situation, and everybody, whether you are in the Greek or Azikwero in Abia State.
Let's push the conversation for a better Abia, for you, for me, for our unborn children. Things can only change for the better when people come together. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday on Flow 94.9 FM, Abians have their say. Abia Speaks, pushing the conversation for a greater Abia, God's own state.
eziokwu na-agba ka ọnwa o maka na ihe agba n'aka ejighị enyele ya ka anyị kwado na gọvanọ Okezie Victor Ikpeazụ ka ọ rụrụ ọrụ ọma niile ndị ọ malitere na-abịa ma ruo n'isi njedebe enunu otu Abia Mass Choir wetara ozi a.
Well, you're locked onto Flo 94.9 FM right here in the city of Umuahia. And indeed, it's Abia today. Well, special edition, as it were, because of the fact that a lot earlier than we normally would. The program is usually transmitted after the hour of 10 right here on Flo 94.9 FM. But for the purpose of today's debate, which will be transmitted live on Flo 94.9 FM by 10:30, Abia Today has come forward. We do have Ugochukwu Emezo. He's a regular on the show. He is the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Media and Publicity. He needs no further introduction. However, I'd like to imply at this point in time that he aspires to be a professor, and he's a graduate of Abia State University. Good morning to you.
Good morning, TC. I say one day I'll be like you. Now that people are watching us on your TV, on the YouTube, and I like this kind of hair, but I don't know how I'm going to do my own.
You always.
I want to be a fine boy like you.
Anyway, that's okay though. We're here right now, and over the weekend we saw a motorcade And it was an auspicious occasion when we had a Tiv installed as the Pro-Chancellor of Abia State University. While, he was interviewed and had discussions with newsmen, the paramount ruler of the Tiv Nation in Benue State, Professor James Otese Ayate, Tiv as he's called, disclosed that he never knew that Dr. Okezi Bazu could be a governor while undertaking his doctoral studies in the University of Calabar. Now, he attested to Bazu's sterling academic performance, noting that he was one of his most brilliant and exceptional doctoral students at the University of Calabar. Describe him as erudite scholar during the Abia State convocation. And for the first time during that convocation, we heard that students were to be presented with their certificates.
Absolutely. I'm an alumnus of that institution.
Yes, I had to mention in the beginning.
And I'm very proud of that institution in the sense that if you look at today, you could see that Abia State University has become a brand, not just in Abia State, not just in Nigeria, but across the world. First, it will interest you to know that we've continued to maintain first in our law faculty. And at our own point, we also came first in English. And what has happened in Abia State today is a testimony of the fact that when a scholar is in government, you see the difference. Like people will say there's one product that say the difference is clear. I think that is what I have to adopt for Dr. Okezi Bazo now. That is my own slang. The difference is clear between Okezi Bazo and others, and is being replicated in Abia State University as enunciated by Professor Ikonne, who has stabilized that institution to such an extent that in the rush for admission this season, even JAMB that have opened,
yes,
one of my friends told me that the rush for Abia State University has gone so high across the country. One, because of the stability we've been able to have in that institution, because Dr. Okezi Bazo is doing what he's supposed to do, and Professor Ikonne is also doing his job. So today, Abia State University has become the beautiful bride. And that is why you see also a scholar like the Tiv coming also to become the pro-chancellor of that institution. What does it tell you? It tells you of a state that collaborates with every other state, a state that is positioned in the world today to become the center point. Is it in industry? Is it in any academics?
I had to ask, so why the Tiv?
Naturally, when you are in an institution, you have your vice chancellor,
yes,
who is the day-to-day governor, in quotes, of that institution.
Indeed.
You have the pro-chancellor who sits with the board. And of course, being a state university, what we've decided to do, which has been the norm, is to bring somebody, especially a traditional ruler, because you also know that our own Eberechi Dik is the pro-chancellor of University of Abuja. So is the culture. And of course, Tiv was selected. And of course, you know that he's also a scholar, despite the fact that
he's a professor.
So despite the fact that he is a traditional ruler. And being a scholar, of course, he knows Dr. Okezi Bazo in and out. And when he was saying those words, I was very happy because it is not coming from somebody you can call a politician. It's coming from somebody who has been with the governor, who has known his academic background, and he said he never ever knew that he would become a governor. And that is what providence, God, has provided, that at some point, a man will rise from Omobiakwa, a man who was seen as throwing away debt, and the Bible said that he raised king and princes from those places you never imagined, just like Jesus Christ. He wasn't born in the house of a prince. He wasn't born in the house of a millionaire. He was born in the manger. Also, that trajectory has also been enunciated in Abia, where nobody knew. The likes of Alex Oti, yes, they have all the money. Uchoga, they had all the money. But when the bell was rang for who becomes the governor of Abia State, here comes this man who God has equipped intellectually. And Tiv said it, that, look, this man is cerebral. He is an academic. That's why the fact that he's a governor. and he's an outstanding scholar in government. And when you're a scholar in government, it makes a difference because your level of capacity, most of the people you want to bring into government now, they don't have the capacity, intellectual capacity. Engage Okezie Ikpeazu one-on-one in terms of expression. Have you seen Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu on podium? Even when you give him, in fact, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu has made what I can consider speech writing useless in Nigeria, because when he mounts on stage, he flows and he will continue to give you as if he's reading from something. So what has happened over the weekend is a testimony from a non-partisan quarter that Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu remains the best Abia have as of today in this race. And thank God it's coming not from a politician, not from a, but from a traditional ruler. And you know, God has a way. Those he has, given the opportunity to rule his people, he also gives them knowledge and power. So that man has come here to tell Abians, look further to nowhere. This is the man for the job, and I can testify that I have known him. And today he's your governor, he's the best. So I also want to marry to Professor Ikone holding down Abia State University. Our intake rising, JAMB can confirm, and I can also tell you that Totif coming from another state, from another tribe, coming to pass vote of confidence. Who are we? And I am happy that not just being a graduate of that institution, I have become somebody today. And when I look back and I say Abia State University, like we usually say, I don't know, others may be angry now. We have 2 universities in this country, Abia State University and others. I know you'll get angry.
All right, we've been joined by Godson Ahuama, who is a Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity. A very good morning to you, looking very sparkling.
He's looking white.
Yes, indeed.
Actually, I was listening to you guys while I was running down to this place, and I became envious when Ugo said he wants to look as handsome as Bara. But I didn't know Bara was clad in white today, so what a coincidence.
But I'm making it, because I'm in red, so you can say red.
My shoes are also somewhat red.
Red. And don't forget the fact that this is made in Aba. This is my shoe.
Beautiful, beautiful.
No, my own is made in Umuahia.
Okay, it's all made in Abia.
So you can see it's a full package.
Yeah, Bara, while I was coming in, you were discussing the visit of the Totif.
Exactly.
Yeah, you saw what he said about our governor. That is the kind of people you need on the saddle of leadership in Abia State. It is not an all-comers affair.
Absolutely.
Governance is not like managing your business. It's not like managing your family. Look, you have a wider spectrum of people to control, and you need intellectuals like Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu. Like you did say, the professor, Totif, did say Governor Ikpeazu was one of his best. And I told him that day, I was there right on hand, Governor Ikpeazu has brought his intellectual prowess to bear on governance in Abia State. And today, for now till 2023, we don't see any one of these other candidates who will match him.
So if you talk and for broken, the thing where Totif talk, the man will get capacity.
That's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
We're not being political here now. Put this other contestants.
Why are you saying political? It didn't come from you. It came from someone who is not even staying this stage.
The man gets capacity. Okay, so capacity is too much. I can tell you that for sure. So we are not afraid. If people from outside can come to confirm to us that the product you have here is the best.
Well, let's just move our attention just a little bit, not like we're shifting grounds, still talking about accolades and recognitions. The one from the African Independent Television. Very recently, they held the award night. Of course, I know that Charles, who is the reporter, was at that particular event.
Sure.
And the information there is that Governor Okezie Ikpeazu received an award during that event. What's the significance?
Yes, TC Bara, let me also tell you that I witnessed that event live and direct. There's one thing. I have been in the broadcast industry. This is my 23 years. And I can tell you that if there is one medium, Ahuama can also confirm, that is so credible is the electronic media. Because they deal on verification. Somebody can just jump into his website or Facebook and say anything. Somebody can go to the newspaper and say anything. But for a report to come out from the radio or television, it is solid, verified, and cannot be controverted. So what it means that AIT as a station who have their reporters across the state have sent in their reporters unannounced to Dr. Kezi Bazo. Those people took a census of what Dr. Kezi Bazo did without us knowing. They interviewed a lot of people, and of course, what even made it, they interviewed people in pidgin English, and those who could speak in Igbo were translated. Without our knowledge, they did all this and submitted it back to the station. And other people went to other states, and after that, they sift through, process those things, and they say, hey, Dr. Kezi Bazo towers best amongst all of them are standing in infrastructure and development. And we are happy that if a television station can do that, don't forget also in the past, we've had Vanguard Award, the best. Yes. We have had Daily Independent Award. We've had Babatim Award. So it's not a coincidence. Can you buy all the media houses in, and those are media houses that are based in Lagos, not in here, those in Abuja, in Lagos. And I can tell you that these media houses are independent. They are not owned by government. So for them to pass an independent verdict on Dr. Kezi Bazo, and you know what made me excited about that award?
Go ahead.
On stage that day, apart from Dr. Kezi Bazo, you have all the big players in Abia State. Now let me give you an instance. When Alex Soti was declaring the other day, I couldn't see any reputable Abian standing beside him. I say reputable Abian. When Uchoga was declaring, no reputable Abian standing beside him. Take my work to the bank.
He had the former governor standing beside him.
Former governor with a question mark?
Yeah, hey, Barra, we're trying to distinguish between former governor and reputable Abian.
Yes.
Mark that word, reputable.
Yes, with question mark.
The fact that you were...
Who else? Who else? I mean, who else?
It has to do with reputation, my brother.
And I can even tell you that on that stage, I remember one of my colleagues calling me from Abuja when APC was doing their... He said, come on, Ugo, is this all Abia can produce in terms of reputable people? I said, my brother, make you there watch those people. Make I no talk now. But the fact remains that, check out all those, no reputable person. But on that day on the podium, that glorious moment, you saw the likes of Senator T.A. Oji, a sitting senator. Senator Enyinaya Baribe, a sitting senator. Mao Habonwa, former president of the Senate, Adolphus Wabra. I mean, quality people who, I mean, oh, Bara, for me, that was the height of it. Because when you see this array of people who have really passed through the reins of power in Abia, and they're still saying in one voice, this is the man to be with. So why would you now thwart it? And at the end of the day, when the governor took that award, I got shivers. And when he was talking, you know, like I told you, he's very cerebral. One thing he said that really caught my attention, he dedicated that award first to God and to the artisans, the shoemakers, the belt makers in Aba. And he now said that one of the greatest achievements anybody, look, for me, is the greatest.
Which is?
Enyimba Economic City.
Okay.
Visualized. The groundbreaking will be in this first quarter. The Federal Republic President Obasanjo has approved, committed his money, have equity. What it tells is that irrespective of the fact that we are in PDP, we are able to engage the president, and the president has seen something in this man and said,
you're talking about Buhari.
Buhari, yes.
Okay.
The one man will call him Buhari. So what it means is that Dr. Kezi,
that after he was going to be our guest here, that that inauguration was going to take place. But we say congratulations to him first.
Yes.
Go ahead to talk about the initiative.
Yes.
We have the National Health Insurance Scheme,
sure.
and yet to make it domicile in Abia.
To those hospitals, those equipment are second to none.
What does to play the part of listening to you, Anugochukwu? Bara, I can't come to this station without talking about what the award given to the governor. Like Ugo did say, I actually wanted to make a comment. Probably I'm going to come from another angle.
Okay.
What is this angle? This morning I listened to a sister radio station where someone said Dr. C, the owner of AIT, is a PDP man, and probably that's why he gave the award to Governor Bazo. But I want to tell you this morning that it was not only PDP governors or personalities that were recognized by AIT. I recall that Governor Korocha of Imo State was also given an award by AIT. Okocha is not a PDP member. He is from APC. So that would tell you that there was no bias here in the criteria for giving these awards to the governor. And again,